Hello friends, welcome to my show with no name. Today I'm going in a completely different direction. I'm going to have a look at Mike Nesmith. He was born in 1942. American singer, songwriter, guitarist, and actor. Producer, philanthropist, and member of the Monkees with Davy Jones, Peter Tork, and Mickey Dolenz. After the Monkees TV show ended, he played with country rock group First National Band. He wrote Joanne, which was a top 40 hit. His 12-string Gretsch electric guitar is iconic. He was born in Houston, Texas, an only child. His mom invented liquid paper, essentially white acrylic paint used to correct typed errors. It became a multi-million-dollar corporation, sold to Gillette in 1979 for $49 million. Mike enlisted in the Air Force. Before graduating high school, he trained as a mechanic. He took a GED and enrolled in college after his honorable discharge. He began a musical hobby while at San Antonio College. Nesmith began writing songs. He moved to LA and performed in folk music venues. Randy Sparks from the New Christy Minstrels offered Nesmith a publishing deal for his songs. And this brought him into the attention of Barry Friedman, who told him about upcoming auditions for a new TV show patterned after the Beatles, In a Hard Day's Night. The show aired from 1966 to 1968 and has been a cult following ever since. Mike wrote Mary, Mary for the show. He was chosen for the show from his nonchalant attitude at the audition, and as he rode a motorcycle to the audition, he wore a wool hat to keep his hair in place. This made him stand out, as the show was looking for a young straight man type to be a foil to Mickey Dolenz, who was the jokester. Nesmith became frustrated about the Monkees, their prefabricated image. He was an excellent guitarist, but he was not used in the majority of the Monkees songs. Of the four, he was the most accomplished musically. Although Peter Tork played banjo and all four sung, Davy Jones was considered the frontman of the band, and he was the cute one. And Dolenz was a fine singer and sang many of the hits, which were written by Boyce and Hart, Neil Diamond, and Carole King, under the production of Don Kirshner. There is no doubt that it was Kirshner who was responsible for the excellent pop music made for the show, and the Wrecking Crew was used to play the part sometimes. Mike wanted to be more involved, and he got his wish when the Monkees took control of their music after the show ended. And this resulted in one album in 1967 called Headquarters, but Nesmith saved his own songs to release as a solo act. He also disparaged other subsequent releases. Fans were not able to get over the fact that the Monkees did not play on their own pop hits, and there was nothing to suggest that they had played their instruments, that the hits would have happened at all. And also, many of the hits of popular bands were played by the Wrecking Crew and other studio musicians anyway. This was going on all over the country. To blame the Monkees is naive. His song Cruisin' is a humorous look at Hollyweird. Lucy and Ramona and their brother Sunset Sam. Don't forget I don't know what I said, don't forget. I can't read that part. It'll have to be a mystery for both of us. Nesmith did not participate in the Monkees' 20th anniversary reunion. He did appear with the other three in 1989 in Los Angeles for 2 live shows. There was another album, Justice, a play on the Just Us idea with no session artists. The tour in 1997 was the last where all 4 were together. In 2018, Dolenz and Nesmith toured as the Mike and Mickey Show, as both Davy Jones and Peter Tork had passed away. Mike has 15 solo albums out. The highest chart position was number 143 for Magnetic South in 1970. I believe this show was recorded back in the 90s. He's still with us today. He's still out there doing stuff. Got his hand into a lot of different things having to do with the music industry. He's a nice man. I wish him well. Here's the Monkees' discography. In '66, One, the theme song, that was sung by Mickey Dolenz. Saturday's Child, also by Mickey. It's not great. 3, Tomorrow's Gonna Be Another Day, Mickey again. Papa Jean's Blues, this is Mike. Papa Jean's is not a blues, however. It's a popified folk song, and the best song so far on this debut. 5, Take a Giant Step. This is Mickey again. And Last Train to Clarksdale, Mickey. One wonders what the Monkees had to do with the Mississippi Delta. It's ironic. This just doesn't seem to be my day. That's Davy. Davy was their secret weapon. I'll Be True to You, also Davy, making for wet panties all around the country. Sweet Young Thing, that's Mike. Mercy Beat, it's got a Mercy Beat, 1, 2, 3, 4 beat to it. Just trying to be like the Beatles? I think maybe you are. Gonna Buy Me a Dog, that's Mickey. And here's the second album, More of the Monkees. She, that's Mickey Dolenz. When Love Comes Knocking at Your Door, and that's Jones. 3, Mary Mary. This is Mickey Dolenz, but written by Mike Nesmith. It's the best song yet on this album. Hold On Girl, that was Jones. Auntie Griselda, that was Peter Tork. Wow, he gets a Ringo moment. Now, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, that's Mickey Dolenz. Look Out, Here Comes Tomorrow is Jones. And Mary Is Back. The sleeve art is similar to Rubber Soul. The Kind of Girl You Love, that's Nesmith. And I do love his belt buckle. The big silver square buckle he had. Fit for a pirate. I'll Be True to You. Sometime in the Morning, which is Mickey Dolenz. Dolenz, yeah. Laugh, which is Jones. I'm a Believer, which is Dolenz. Don't Listen to Linda, that's Jones, and it's kind of awful. I'll Spend My Life with You, Dolenz. And I Don't Think You Know Me. I'm going to skip ahead now to Justice, because I really like this album. Maybe I'm getting a little long in the tooth and I don't see the Monkees as being viable, because, you know, I too found out they didn't play and I was like, what? But this Justice album, it's worth a listen. Circle Sky, that's a Nesmith song. It rocks pretty hard. A Boogie looks like Davies. It's too stiff to do the Davies swish, but he's still cute. 2, Never Enough. That's Jones and Dolenz. Torque's on 5-string banjo. You think Peter Torque would play a 5-string guitar like Keith Richards? I don't think so. 3, Oh What a Night. This is Jones. It's a ballad. Mickey's still doing the lefty kick drum thing. He had his bass drum set up with the kick drum way over on the left-hand side. It's a very different style of playing drums, but keep in mind he was not a drummer when the Monkees started. He had to learn, and his right foot wasn't working so good. I don't know if a lot of people knew that, but he had to play bass drum with his left foot to make it work. 4, You and I. This is Jones. Mike's leads are classy. 5, Admiral Mike. This is Dolenz. Still psychedelic after all these years. 6, Regional Girl. This is Mickey Dolenz. And his teeth still look pretty good. 7, Run Away from Life. Jones. It's a pretty cool song. Davies' voice is all mature and manly now. You don't have that teenager twang. 8, It's My Life, Mickey Dolenz. Still a tenor, as in, I'm my own now. I no longer belong to the consumers. 9, It's Not Too Late. That's Davy Jones. It's such a good feeling to see these old friends enjoying each other in pictures. Long live the Monkees.